Hey everybody, Big Rick here with ComicWow, and I'm with Sara from Renegade Game Studios. Welcome, Sara.
Thank you so much. It's good to be here.
What are we going to talk about today?
So Covert is our game that's upcoming, and it's really exciting. This is my type of game, and what I really like about it is that it's a spy-themed game, but it's very different than a lot of other spy games I've played. It's definitely a Euro-style game where there's a lot going on. There are a lot of mechanics. It feels very puzzly, but there's not a lot of conflict. There's not deduction in the game. You really are just trying to complete your missions like a real spy would.
Is this game one where the players are against each other, or are they cooperative?
It is definitely a competitive game. Yes. There's not a lot of feel-bad mechanics in it. It is definitely more on the Euro side of things, but you can block each other, you can interact a little bit, and it's definitely every man for himself.
Awesome, very cool. So could you go ahead and just kind of tell us what, we have the board set up here, what are some of the things that I see here?
Yeah, definitely. So my favorite part of this game is this really unique mechanic for taking action. So each round, everybody is going to roll their set of 5 dice, and then one at a time, we're going to be placing them on the actions that we want to take during our turn. Okay. But there's a catch with it. If I place my die here to take this particular action, if you also wanted to do this action on your turn, you must place your die numerically adjacent to the one I've placed. So if you only had rolled a 6, you couldn't place it there. And now you can only place on the 4 or the 2 because I placed my 3 in that spot. So you take up action spaces and you block people, but as the turn goes on, some of these spots might open up. So there's a lot of strategy in when and where you place your dice. So that's one way that you're going to be taking actions in the game, but the goal is to complete these spy missions that you have. In order to complete a spy mission, you're going to need to have a few different items, equipment. You might also need to be in a particular location. So one of these actions allows you to move around on the board, and so you'll be moving your meeple from one European city to the next, trying to get them in position correctly in the correct cities for your missions. And then you'll also need to collect equipment. Once you have everything you need, you complete the mission, you get some points. And if you've completed at least 6 missions, then the game ends and you count up points.
Okay, I see that. So each player has dice. So this game is for 2 to 4 players. All right, so you have four different colors, meeples, everything for represent the players. I see down here we have equipment cards. How does a player obtain these?
This is another part of this game that I absolutely love. One of the actions up here is to take an equipment card. You can only take it from a location that you are in, though. So if I'm in the purple area up here, I can take the card that's in the purple spot there. Then once you take one of these cards, it does 3 different things depending on how you want to use it. Okay. You can either discard it for the equipment that you've got there, so if you need a shoe, this would help you out, or you can discard it to fly to a city if you need to have one of your spies in a particular location. Or you can use it for a special action. So if you're just having a tough time and you really need something specific to happen, these special actions can really give you a bonus that you wouldn't otherwise get.
I also see that we have some dossier type things. Well, what are these?
These are actually player screens that give you a little bit of help during the game. They tell you about all the different icons, which there aren't a lot of them, but this just sort of lay them out, and then the special actions that you can take as well if you get those cards or special action tokens.
Let me see one real quick. So if we're playing, this also represents I can keep my secrets behind the...
secret info in this game, so
okay.
That helps out.
Awesome. Yeah. Very cool. Is there anything else about the game? Like what is, you said 6 completed missions is the win factor.
It's the end factor,
okay.
And once those 6 missions have been completed, we finish a round and everybody counts up their points. So you don't necessarily win the game if you're the first person to get to 6, but there's a pretty good chance that it'll help you out a lot. There is one other really cool thing about this game. It's actually this decoder area up here. Every round, each person gets a chance to decode their secret code that they've got. If you do arrange these in a way that matches your code, then you get a little bonus piece of equipment. But you can only swap 1 tile per turn. So you have to really think about the puzzle of how to get these tiles into the right place. But somebody might go first and mess you up. So it's a little bit of conflict there.
So that's basically Covert.
That is.
All right. Well, there you have it, everybody. Thank you, Sara, for showing us this.
Thank you for having me.
And that's Covert. So go to your local hobby shop and game store and pick it up when it comes out. It comes out later this year?
September 14th. We're almost there.
And there you have it. So go to your local game store, pick it up, and if they haven't got it yet, or when they do, order it. Have them order it. Get it in that shop and buy that game. Thanks, guys.